right. Thanks, Sean. Very good. Let's see, air temperature. No, it's the pressures. The pressure is the most important in there. Yeah, I didn't talk about this yet, so I'm not surprised. But low power meaning without a supercharger, high power meaning it is a supercharger. This will make more sense next lecture. But a distribution impeller looks just the same as a supercharger impeller, except there's a difference in there, where if it's quote unquote low power without a supercharger, there'll be no diffuser in it. Is it shop day tomorrow? How would we find that out? If only we had something to show us what we're doing every day. Today's June 14th. Tomorrow is shop. Continue working on your magnetos. Oh, I need to talk about this today. Remind me. P6 project. I need to talk about that before we go today. Braden, is that a Dr. J reference? Where did I go? There we go. Yes. All right. Forward we move. Don't you love that when people are arguing and one person yells even louder to calm down? Whoa, Vincent, is that messed up text, or is that just my old vision? Okay, why is the induction air scoop located in the propeller slipstream? Well, we get that ram air effect in there, don't we? It's better. The propeller is always going to be pushing air backwards, so we might as well take advantage of that, right? More efficient. It does also look good there. Improve engine cooling. Well, we're talking about the air scoop, then we're talking about the induction. It's not really the same thing. For better engine streamlining. Well, that's not a bad answer either. But why do we do it? The main reason we do it is to get that ram air effect. At idle, good. 14 of you are listening. Very nice. Yeah, because the pressure differential across the throttle plate is the greatest at idle. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, Mr. Gunn, you've all met him because he's popped in from time to time covering one of us. Yeah, Mr. Gunn took a trip, I think it was a lot, probably 2 years ago. He didn't get too far though. He crashed his motorcycle pretty early on in that trip, unfortunately. You can ask him about it. I don't know. I think you rent a bike, pay for a tour, motorcycle of some sort. I think he slipped on some gravel on one of those lovely Nepal roads. Maybe protect is not the best word. But if we have impact ice, okay. Alternate air door, that should be pretty obvious. Carb heat, a little less obvious, but we're still getting air from a different source from inside the cowling or around the heat muffler, right? But neither of these things prevent ice buildup on the air filter, and neither of these things get rid of the ice on the air filter. But we get air from alternate sources. It'll save you. We're going to say no on this one. Why is it false? What are the dangers of using this method as heating up your engine? You probably won't die, but yeah, there's a risk of detonation. So it might heat up faster, but you could destroy your engine. So not recommended. Yeah, we can use it for two different things. We can use it for carb heat or warm air to the cabin. What did I talk about today that aids in fuel vaporization? Could be a test question. Nothing? Not exhaust, but intake. Remember, sometimes the Lycoming engines route their induction manifold inside the oil sump. Yeah. Remember that one. Andy, just going back, sorry, what aids in fuel vaporization? Well, sometimes like some Lycoming engines route their induction manifold inside the oil sump, so the hot oil heats up the induction tubes, aiding in fuel vaporization. Carb heat is controlled manually. Remember, it's a push-pull control. You know what? Now that I say that, I might even have a picture of it. I don't have it handy. Okay, I don't have a picture for you. Check my other computer here. Double check. Oh, I got lots of more pictures here. Put on my other computer. Okay, I'll get those pictures ready for next time. Oh, goodness. Alternate air is controlled. Most of the time, it's automatically. Occasionally, there'll be a push-pull control to override the automatic means. But it's alternate. What? Let's draw this thing here. Can I draw this? I can't draw this. Heartbeat. Here we are. So remember, sometimes we have a spring on there. It's usually like a little magnet to keep it shut. But it's automatic by the means of if this gets clogged up, right? Our engine still demands air. Where is it going to come from? Well, it can't take it through this source because it's plugged. So in this circumstance where this air filter is plugged, this door is going to open however much it needs to get the right amount of air into our engine. Now that's an automatic process here. The spring's way open, but the demand for air pressure overpowers that spring. But sometimes there's push-pull control. Alt air. I think I drew that earlier. Manual override. Yeah, we got to fix that right away. We look at the exhaust system every time it's in. Repair or replacement? Usually replacement. Very good. It's hotter, it's more pressure. It's normal, right? Those ball joints are designed to allow for little movement. Yeah, I talked about that a few times today. We take it off, we cap both ends, put some pressure in there, whether it's shop air or the pressure end of a vacuum. Then we spray that soapy water on the outside and looking for bubbles. Dye penetrant, eddy current, magnetic particle inspection would also do the job, but now we have to hire in a special technician and the cost gets greater. The pressurization check is something we can do without, we can just do it ourselves. It's easy. And more importantly, it's cheaper. Oh, you might be surprised by this answer. Hardens the metal, okay. It'll also cause corrosion. But zinc, if the zinc wears off, zinc is used to harden the metal of tools to make them more wear resistant. Some of that zinc gets on our metal, it can harden that metal. So this is like something we got from the textbook. Why do you not use zinc plated tools? Because it can harden the metal. Yeah, I mean, zinc is used as an alloy to harden metals. Like my Canadian Tire screwdriver set is zinc plated. It's a cheaper way to harden rather than like my Snap-on screwdriver set is like chrome plated or these other methods like that. But don't use zinc or galvanized or lead pencils on exhaust systems. Yeah, for exhaust augmenters are for cooling. Number one, cooling. Reducing back pressure, no. Improving fuel vaporization, no. Cooling the exhaust, no. I'd say no, Aiden, for graphite pencils. Use a Sharpie. Just use a Sharpie and you'll be good. Oh, very good. We use the momentum of those exhaust gases traveling out the pipe to draw in more cooling air across the cylinders. Good job, everyone. Difficult question. Okay. I think we talked about that. Hardens the metal. Distribution impeller. Not worried about that. We haven't talked about it. Okay. Alternate air. Remember, it's usually